Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. Just to pre-warn you, there may be a bit of background noise because I have my dog in the room with us, so he might start chewing his toy or anything. So yeah, sorry if you hear any noise. Second thing is, this video was actually meant to be a crystal collection video. Somebody had requested that I do a updated crystal collection, and it's been on my list for a while, but when I went to sit down and film it, I realised I have somehow lost my entire crystal collection, and I have no idea how this has happened. I literally had them out last week to film a massage video, and I just don't know where the box of crystals has gone. I've searched the house top to bottom, and by the way, it's not a big house, it's kind of a tiny house, so I have no idea how I've managed to lose them, but I'm sure I'll find them again at some point. But yeah, so I thought I would just do a random book sounds video with the books that I've got in front of me. So I'm going to start off with a book that I've actually borrowed off of a friend. By the way, sorry if you can hear sirens in the background. There's a police or ambulance or something outside. So this is called Verity by Colleen Hoover. And I have borrowed this off my friend, and she's borrowed a book from me, so we've just done a little book swap. This is meant to be a really good book, so I'm hoping I enjoy it. And I'm just going to read the blurb. It says, oh, it's a thriller that will keep you up all night, and a twist that will leave you reeling. Loan Ashley is a struggling writer on the brink of financial ruin when she accepts the job offer of a lifetime. Jeremy Crawford, husband of best-selling author Verity Crawford, has hired Loan, I don't know how to say that, Loan, to complete the remaining books in a successful series his injured wife is unable to finish. Loan arrives at the Crawford home, ready to sort through years of Verity's notes and outlines, hoping to find enough material to get started. What Loan doesn't expect to uncover in the chaotic office is an unfinished autobiography Verity never intended for anyone to read. Page after page of bone-chilling admissions, including Verity's recollection of the night her family was forever altered. Loan decides to keep the manuscript hidden from Jeremy, knowing its contents could devastate the already grieving father, but as Loan's feelings for Jeremy begin to intensify, she recognises all the ways she could benefit if he were to read his wife's words. After all, no matter how devoted Jeremy is to his injured wife, a truth this horrifying would make it impossible for him to continue loving her. So that would be interesting. And I've heard good things about that book, so we shall see. I've still got slightly wet hair because I just had a shower. Okay, next one I've got here is The Silent Patient. This has been on my bookshelf for absolutely ages, and I'm going to get around to this one soon. This is another one that's had good reviews. I've seen some people who didn't love it, but I've seen a lot of people who did love it, so hopefully my phone doesn't die during this video because it's only on like 30%, but Next is Circe by Madeline Miller, and if you've watched my videos for a while you'll probably have heard me mention this book because I love it. I think it's a really, really beautiful book and I love this author. It is a retelling of a Greek myth, and it's also really pretty, which always helps. I love a nice cover. Isn't it so nice? Love it. I hope she comes out with more books because I've read all of her books so far and I loved all of them, and they all have gorgeous covers. Oh, just love this so much. Okay. Next is another of my favourite authors, but I haven't actually read this book. So it's called Hostage by Claire Mackintosh, and I recently read one of her books, which I think I did, well I know I did a review of it and I think it is on Patreon. Can't remember. I think I posted it on Patreon. If you can hear snoring, that is my dog in the background. Oh, bless him. He settled down to sleep. So this is another one that I will be hopefully getting around to soon. I've been doing a lot more reading, like reading of fiction books recently because I finished my degree, so I've got more brain space now to actually read. I also, life update, have gotten a new full-time job. I haven't started yet, so I will be leaving my current part-time job and I'll be going full-time, which I am nervous about, to be honest. Oh, my back is killing me at the minute. I've got this pain in my shoulder. Like, I really want to get a massage, but I can't afford it right now. I had one, I think it was in February, so I got some money for my birthday to book a massage, so I booked one and it sorted my back out for quite a while, but it's gotten bad again. I really do find massage helps me. The next book I've got is actually one that was recommended by one of my lecturers at uni because we studied a neuroscience module, and this is called The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat by Oliver Sacks, and it is by Dr. Oliver Sacks, who recounts stories of patients struggling to adapt to the world of neurological disorder. So it includes like people who can no longer recognise everyday objects or recognise who they love, those who have violent tics or shout involuntary obscenities, and yet are also gifted with remarkable artistic or mathematical talents. So it's all about patients who have had things like brain injuries or I suppose maybe brain tumours, epilepsy, just neurological conditions. So I haven't started this yet. I'm going to be reading it this month because I selected it as my book choice for my book club that I'm in. mistook his wife for a hat. Neuroscience is my favourite topic, and I think it's what I would like to pursue as a career one day, but we'll see. It's very competitive, so just to see how things work out. Next is The Bear and the Nightingale, and this is one that I've also been planning to read for a while, and it is a book set in northern Russia, and it's like I think it's like folk tales kind of thing. The Bear and the Nightingale. So I was going to start this after the last book I just finished, but I ended up reading a different one, which I'll show you. So I read this one, A Game of Lies by Claire Mackintosh. This was a good book. It's part of a series. So I finished this, and then I was going to read this, but then I ended up instead reading this, Dead Silence by S.A. Barnes. And this is a sci-fi horror, and I really enjoyed this actually. I finished it fairly quickly. It's basically Titanic meets sci-fi. So it's about, this isn't giving anything away, but it's about, because it says it on the blurb anyways, it's about this crew who are a beacon repair crew, and they pick up a strange signal, and it turns out that it's from a famous luxury space liner that vanished on its maiden tour of the solar system over 20 years ago. And yeah, I really enjoyed this. If you want to try out some sci-fi horror-y kind of thing, I personally would recommend this. I don't think everybody has loved this book, but I personally really did enjoy it. I thought it was worth reading. So yeah, just finished this. And the next book I'm going to read is obviously this one. And probably this one. And then also Verity, the one that I borrowed of my friend. But yeah, that is just some random books I thought I would tap on. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I think I'm now going to just quickly film a little review of Dead Silence for my Patreon viewers. So I'm going to get started on that now. Thank you for watching, and sweet dreams. Sorry, there is a plane or something going overhead. Sweet dreams.